Part 9, Ode to the West Wind. A word about the form and structure of the poem. As I told you earlier, that it is considered to be one of the most technically perfect poems of Shelley. It has 5 stanzas, as you've seen, all of 14 lines, 3, 3, 6, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then followed by a couplet. They are metered in iambic pentameter. If you go into the details of meter, you will find that they are in iambic pentameter. Each part follows the rhyme scheme. You have to look into it very carefully. ABA, BCB, CDC, DED, and finally EE. That is the form of the poem, and there is this uniformity. There is the poem is laden with wonderful imagery. That is what makes it such a rich poem. Ready for questions? You have comprehension questions as well as essay type. Why does the poet call the west wind both destroyer and preserver? Destroyer because it carries the dead leaves and chariots them to their wintry bed where they lie like corpses in a grave, and then the preservation starts, and finally when there is a change of the season, they sprout and the whole nature is covered with different hues and odors, that is flowers of various colors and various odors. What are the effects of the west wind on land, sky and sea? We've discussed this abundantly. Now it's your turn. The first stanza describes the effect of west wind on land. The second stanza describes the effect of west wind on the sky, and the third stanza describes the effect of the west wind on the sea. Fourth and fifth stanza take a slightly different turn, though there is this union of the effects on land, sky and sea beautifully. Next question. State the similarities between the poet and the west wind. This is in reference to the fourth stanza. Read the stanza carefully, you'll be able to answer this question. Then write a note on the imagery of the poem. The poem is abundant in imagery and you can incorporate all the literary devices in this answer. Then finally, the final essay type answer question, that is, attempt a critical appreciation of Ode to the West Wind. I'm sure you'll be able to do this, and it's been happy reading. Hope you enjoy the poem, because we will read another ode by Shelley, that is, to a skylark. Thank you.